you didn't run for re-election because you couldn't get his endorsement. Is that accurate?
No, it's not accurate. Nothing that he said in his tweets today were truthful or accurate, and he knows it, and people around him know it. I would hope the staff over there would figure out ways of controlling him when they know that everything he said today was absolutely untrue.
I mean, you said he's an untruthful president.
Yeah,
Are you calling him? No question.
Yeah, no question. I mean, we grew up in our family not using the L word, okay? They're provable untruths. Provable. So, on the Iran deal, everybody knows the role I played there, and they're working with me, interestingly, right now on tax reform. I made the deal with Toomey that, has allowed that to go forward. Obviously, I want to make sure it's done properly, and then everything else. 4 times he encouraged me to run and told me he would endorse me. So I don't know. It's amazing. Unfortunately, I think world leaders are very aware that much of what he says is untrue. Certainly people here are, because these things are provably untrue. They're just factually incorrect, and people know the difference. So I don't know why he lowers himself to such a low standard and debases our country in the way that he does, but he does. And, look, I don't like responding. You can let them go unanswered, but and it's just not me we don't do tweets like that. We've responded twice to, again, untruths, but it's unfortunate that our nation finds itself in this place.
Is the President of the United States a liar?
The President has great difficulty with the truth on many issues.
Do you regret supporting him in the election?
Well, let's just put it this way. I would not do that again. So
you wouldn't support him again?
No way. No way. No, I think that he's proven himself unable to rise to the occasion. I think many of us, me included, have tried to, I've intervened. I've had private dinner. I've been with him on multiple occasions to try to create some kind of aspirational approach, if you will, to the way that he conducts himself. But I don't think that that's possible, and he's obviously not going to rise to the occasion as president.
Do you think he's a role model to children in the United States?
No.
You don't?
No, absolutely not. I think that, of the things that are happening right now that are harmful to our nation, whether it's the breaking down of, we're going to be doing some hearings on some of the things that he purposely is breaking down, relationships we have around the world that have been useful to our nation. But I think at the end of the day, when his term is over, I think the debasing of our nation, the constant non-truth telling, the name calling, the things like, I think the debasement of our nation will be what he'll be remembered most for, and that's regretful. And it affects young people. We have young people who, for the first time, are, watching a president stating, absolute non-truths, non-stop, personalizing things in the way that he does, and it's very sad for our nation. So,
do you trust him with access to the nuclear codes?
I don't want to go into, I don't want to here. We're going to be, in our hearing process, certainly we're going to be addressing the fact that he, with only the one other person on the defense side, has tremendous powers. And, I have again, I don't want to carry this much further, but look, I expressed concerns a few weeks ago about his leadership and just his stability and the lack of desire to be competent on issues and understand, and nothing has changed. And but again, I don't want to make this a daily issue. Work that we need to do, and he currently is the person that, from the executive side, we have to deal with. And the shame of it is, there are some really good people around him, and if he would stay out of their way and let them perform, people like Tillerson and Mattis and others, we could really make progress on things that matter greatly to our country. But
Do you out like this if you were not?
I did that. This has been building for months, and you know that. You've been covering this. Look, I came up here, Manu, as a person who had a mission to be here for 2 terms, and it was hard to say you were going to leave, no question, but I followed through on that, and I think it's that independence of knowing you aren't making this a career. Look, it certainly makes a difference, and I think the American people know that, but I don't know what else to say.
Will you be going? Will you be going to lunch today?
Oh, definitely. It's my lunch. I mean,
Are you going to?
I'm not going to
Are
go
you going to talk to the president there? You think?
Who knows? I don't know.
Thanks, sir.